Welcome to the next session in the planning domain. In this video, we focus on one of the most critical activities in business analysis planning, identifying and analyzing stakeholders. This session forms part of Module 4, the planning domain, and it builds directly on the introduction presented in Module 4.1. If you haven't watched the opening video yet, I encourage you to do so to understand how stakeholder identification fits into the broader planning framework and the overall PMI-PBA journey. In this session, we'll explore who our stakeholders are, how to identify them using recognized techniques, and how to analyze their influence, expectations, and communication needs. This understanding forms the basis for effective engagement and helps ensure that requirements are gathered, validated, and delivered in alignment with organizational objectives.
One of the first steps in planning is to identify and analyze your stakeholders. Stakeholders are anyone who has an interest in or influence over the outcome of the initiative. This could include executives, customers, end users, regulators, suppliers, or internal teams. Missing a key stakeholder at this stage can lead to overlooked requirements, rework, and in some cases, failed initiatives. There are many tools we can use to identify stakeholders, such as brainstorming sessions, reviewing organizational charts, analyzing process flows, or simply conducting interviews and surveys. The output is usually a stakeholder register, which captures names, roles, levels of influence, interests, and communication needs. But identification is only half of the task. Analysis is what gives us depth. We need to understand stakeholder attitudes, expectations, and potential concerns. For example, a regulator might not be highly visible during day-to-day operations, but their influence on whether a solution can be approved is immense. Similarly, a senior executive may be very supportive of the project, but have limited time available, so engagement strategies need to be efficient and targeted. Techniques like the RACI model help clarify who is responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed. Persona analysis can bring stakeholders to life by giving them names, goals, and frustrations. And visual tools like stakeholder maps or onion diagrams help teams see relationships, layers of influence, and areas where alignment may be needed. In practice, think of a healthcare project where doctors, nurses, patients, IT staff, and administrators are all stakeholders. Each group has different needs and different levels of influence. If you fail to include the patient perspective, you risk designing a system that is efficient for staff, but frustrating for the people actually receiving care. So stakeholder analysis is about much more than creating a list. It's about developing a nuanced understanding of people and using that knowledge to plan effectively. Now that we've explored how to identify and analyze stakeholders, let's look at how we can translate that understanding into effective stakeholder engagement strategies.